Hi guys, this is Sonja. We're getting ready for our Classical Pilates workout. Whether you're joining us later or live, you're super welcome and really happy for the like for here. If you have a towel like this, it'd be great to have something to support your back and some exercises and do some other things. I don't know if you guys have weights, so we're sort of not doing weights right now just because I don't know who has them and not. Hi, Kevin. We're going to get started, and we'll start with the principles. All you really need is some water and yourself. But the principles are breathing, flowing motion, precision, concentration, and centering. So let's just briefly talk about that, and we'll apply them to all our work. So centering, I want you to find 1.5 inches to 2 below your belly button and pull that point toward your spine. So it's just this drawing in and up. So you're always finding your center and moving from there. Okay, so breathing, put your hands on your rib cage. Give me a nice inhalation and let your ribs expand. Exhale, draw in and up, and your ribs should close. Let's do 3 breaths like that. Inhale, expand, back and sides. Exhale, draw in and up. 2 more. Every time you inhale, if you fully exhale, the inhalation will be greater, and that's how we expand our lungs and get better capacity to breathe. Even though we don't do cardio per se in Classical Pilates. And enough. Good. Okay, so let's talk about precision briefly. Let's float an arm up to the front of our body. So I just brought my arm up. Now maybe I want to bring it to the midline of my body. So I'm going to pull my belly in and reach to the midline. Pull my shoulder back and reach further. So there's a sense of precision, putting things in precise place. We could do that with the other arm, reaching it up and then motioning it toward the midline, engaging from our center and finishing way out here. We do that with our legs as well. So concentration, what are we concentrating on? Centering, breathing. Precision. Flowing motion is just we link all the exercises together after we know them pretty well, and we put this repertoire together. So it's like a dance moving through one to the next to the next. So you'll recognize a lot of the exercises because they're pretty much the same exercises over and over, but there's new application to your body. You can practice using those principles. So let's just start sitting on our mat. We'll just start working on our centering and our softening of our spine. So we'll inhale and pull ourselves up. So use your legs to help lift yourself a little taller here. Scoop the belly and soften your spine. Now my spine is rounding from the tailbone up through the cervical spine. I'm going to pull in here and rise back up. Use my arms to help me lift taller and scoop and round. This motion right here is a C curve. So my spine is trying to go into the C shape and I come up and lengthen up. Let's do 2 more. Just mobilizing our spine and lengthening. So I'm not pushing back in my upper body only. I'm trying to make space in my spine. Like my spine's a big slinky. You know what a slinky is. And all the space in between those springs, giant spring. Good. Now let's just sit back in our C curve and reach our arms long and let's begin to pump them. See if you can keep your torso still when you're pumping and scoop the belly. Strong long arms. Inhale for 5. Exhale, scoop for 5. Now grab your legs. Pull yourself back up. Let's do one other pre-stretch. Put your fist behind you. Push up to lengthen your spine up. Now try turning your palms the other way. Open your shoulders and push up to lengthen the spine so you feel that nice stretch. Now place your hands behind your legs here. Are you still nice and tall? Let's scoop and roll down. We'll begin the 100 in earnest. Scoop and roll down. We'll lay your head all the way down for a moment. Take your arms up and overhead. Exhale until the ribs come in and then lift your head and shoulder blades and begin to pump. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, scoop and exhale. So I'm always working for my center. I'm going to slide my feet in, float them to tabletop. Now my goal here is my back not to move. My tailbone, all the way to my shoulder blades is cemented into the mat. And I'll take my legs up into a nice long leg, pulling my belly in, of course, and turning my toes out just a little with Pilates feet. Keep pumping those arms and exhale fully. Out the air to in the air. Start to lower your legs down if you're able, without it pulling on your back. Keep pulling in and lengthen your legs, opposing your spine. Spine going one legs the other. Go as low as you feel comfortable, as long as it doesn't pull on your back. It starts pulling your back, just bend your knees right back in again. 3 more. Exhale deeply. We're warming up. Pump those arms vigorously. They're long and strong. Legs are long and strong too. Then lower all the way back down. Bring your fingertips up, overhead without the ribs popping up. Exhale the ribs in. Scoop and roll up. Now from here we scoop our belly and we C curve forward over our torso, trying to lengthen up and over And then we roll back down, pelvis, low back, upper back, arms over ribs, stay in. Again. Exhale, rise up and round through. Now, if for some reason you have trouble coming up because the big muscles want to do this and you don't know how to use the little ones yet, use your elbow to help you and scoop the belly at the same time. So never strain. We're after control. Pilates, Joseph Pilates' original method was called contrology. One more. And around that spine. Now let's take our towel if you have one. And we'll place it under our tailbone just to help us with the rollover. So we'll lift our hips and we'll place our towel right under this pelvis. I want it not in my low back, but my pelvis, because I want to tip my pelvis up to help me start the rollover. Because I don't want to use big muscles. It's little intricate things that we're after. Shoulders are down, my legs extend out. Now I inhale and I let my hips float over, and I open to shoulder width and I roll down. And I start stretching my spine and my legs opposite directions. Together, inhale up over. If you have the flexibility, you touch down, and then you open and roll down. And again, one more. Inhale, lift. Scoop that belly in and up. I'm in a C curve upside down. And reach, and reach, and reach. Now take your legs to shoulder width now, and up and over with them wide. If you want, remove your towel. Take the legs together and squeeze. Moving the tail out of the way gives you a little longer distance to travel. And again, open shoulder, inhale, up and over, tap, tap, squeeze and roll. One more. Articulating our spine up. Together, reach, squeeze, pull the belly in, pull the belly in, pull the belly in, pull the belly in. One leg up, one leg down. We're going to extend both legs, shoulders are low. Push your legs apart and bend. Push, lengthening your heels, 2 different directions. One more time, push and reach. Now, only the top leg. Pull the belly and lengthen your spine against the reach of the leg. So we're always pulling ourselves 2 ways from our center in Pilates. Remember, that's why we get more flexible. And now we're going to move our heel in a circle. Trying to pre-stretch my calf. I'm trying to give myself the best chance of doing well in the next exercises. And then go the other way. Reach. Now point the leg, flex, point, and flex. Arms at your side. It's a long leg. Pull it down into the ground. Take the leg across your body and stop when your pelvis doesn't move. Come back to the top. Let's do that again. Put your finger on your hip bones here and on your ribs. Take the leg over. As soon as the hip moves, stop there. That's where you stop. Pull the belly in, bring it up. Take it outside now. Now, this is as far as I can go. If I go any further, it pulls my hip up. So I'm stopping. I'm learning the parameters of where my circle is going to be. We're about to do leg circles. So it stops here. My pelvis is still up, over, and up. Now what I'll do is I'll take my leg over to where it stops. I'll bring it down. I'll scoop the belly and bring it up and stop. Take it down, across and around, and stop. Trying to keep my ribs still, my pelvis still. Now I'm going to go the other way. Go where it stops so the pelvis doesn't lift. Take it down and across and up and pulse. Good. And take it down, across and up, pulse. And one more. Hold on to that leg and draw it towards you. Exhale fully. Now bend that leg, bend the other one in, and now both legs extend. Here we go. Reach. 1, and 2, and 3. Bottom legs anchor down. Top one bends and straightens. Pull in the belly and lengthen the spine. Shoulders are nice and low. 2, and 3. Then we circle. Fight for that nice stretch in the calf to free it up. Reverse the circle. And if the leg's a little bit bent, that's okay. Just try to straighten it. Ask for the straightening. Now point the leg and drop the tailbone down. Flex, point, flex, arms at your side. Tick-tock the leg to figure out where the parameter is of your hips being still. There is a version of the leg circles where the hip moves, but we're doing the still one to get the stretch of the leg. Now take it over, down, across, and up, and pause. Over, across, and I'm really working on keeping my pelvis still and my ribs down. One more. Let's go the other direction. Cross. So I'm learning how to control my body. I'm learning how to keep my spine long while my leg is swinging around me. One more. Hold on to your leg and breathe. It's funny, the words in the song have to do with not losing control. Hold the belly in. Exhale. Great. Now slide the leg down and roll up. We're going to be rolling like a ball. So on this one, we want a nice flexible spine. So I'm going to scoot up. I'm going to float my legs up. So my toes are together. You can have your heels together, toes apart. A lot of people do. I'm just going to just relax my feet. And I'm going to just hold here. In fact, let's take our towel and put that right above the knees. That's going to give us a nice, make it broad across there if you can. So now we're going to scoop our belly and roll back into our C curve and roll back up. Nice slow shoulders. Getting a nice flexy back. One more. Try to get my low back to release. One more. And now we pause. Remove the towel away, and we're going to work our precision today. Take one knee in, the other leg out, and make it really go out the midline of your body. So don't let it go wide. Keep it right down the center and roll down. Hold the other leg in, keeping your pelvis nice and low, and change legs. Inhale and exhale. It's kind of a long exhalation. Inhalation. In, 1, 2 legs, out, 3, 4 legs. I'm working my left a little bit more than my right because my left's a tight one. I want to try to balance out. I don't want to make my right one looser and looser at the expense of my left. I want balance. So you'll start to find there are places that are tighter on one side than the other. If your neck hurts, support it or lay it down. It's okay. Now, lay your head down for a sec. Let's pull the knees in. Drop the tailbone down while you're holding those close to you. Lift your head and shoulders. Extend out together. Reach around to your sides and pull in. Inhale, reach. Pelvis stays down. Arms to the ears and around. It's almost like I'm swimming. I'm backstroking through water. 2 more. My back is anchored all the way to the tailbone, like it's in cement. And then we're going to lay our head down, pull our knees in again, and let's just rock a little side to side for a moment. Then settle your tailbone back down. Even though the knees are close to you, push the tailbone down. Take both legs to the sky. Split your legs a little like a pair of scissors, and then try splitting the other leg. Just go back and forth, just like scissors would. Now pause and lift your head and shoulders, take hold of your leg, open elbows, and pulse twice. And my legs are scissoring opposite directions. I'm trying not to get one way out of the way. I'm trying to bring them both, like literally like a pair of scissors. You know how they're connected. Bump, bump. And I'm using my hands to help me at the end of this. We can go a little bit faster to help, but I'm breathing. 4 more. Last one. Legs up, head down, hands behind the head, elbows nice and wide. Oops. I lost ya. Hang on one sec, guys. There we go. You know nothing. Okay, so the elbows are wide. Look at your elbows, both sides. Make sure they're away from your ears. They're pushing opposite directions. Legs are up to the sky. We lift our head and shoulders. We lower our legs just an inch. Pull in here and float your legs back out. Take it down another inch. Pull in and float out. Take it down maybe another inch and scoot. Your goal is to keep your back evenly imprinted on the mat the whole time. Not letting your back arch as the legs challenge down, going from your center and back out. Only go as low as you can control. Don't let it pull your back. Inner thighs are energized. 2 more. You can use your gluteals here a little too. And 1 more. Legs to tabletop. Now we turn. Bring one knee in on one leg out, and elbows are wide. None of this crossing stuff. They're open wide, and then we turn. We're really fighting for this rotation because I want my rib cage to turn, not my elbows. There's a reason for that, by the way. Down the road, this stuff all makes more sense as you start to know the repertoire more and more. So keep those elbows wide. It's not arbitrary. There's nothing arbitrary in Pilates. If you want to know what he wrote, what he said about his workouts, read Return to Life Through Contrology by Joseph H. Pilates, and you'll go, oh, that's what this is. All right, now we're going to pick the pace up here. Ready? For 8, 7. Keep the precision. 6, keep your back nice and safe. 5, should be challenging. 4, elbows wide. 3, ribcage turns. And 1, 2, and 1. Hug your knees in. Press your tailbone down. We're going to roll up again for spine stretch forward. So our legs are going to be out in front of us. Got a little bit of space between our legs. The arms are up. I want you to lift your ribs nice and high. So feel like your spine is lengthening up. Scoop the belly and lengthen your spine through your arms. Pull the belly in and rise back up. Scoop and lengthen. I'm really going to stretch my spine through my arms. I'm going to pull in and lengthen back up and stretch up. And again, scoop and reach. Crown goes between the arms, and then I roll back up. 2 more. Find the length of the spine all the way to the tailbone. The last one, we'll pick up the legs and we'll do our open leg rocker. So we take our legs in, we slide them in. Okay, so now, we sit back, we're pulling our belly up and in, we extend one leg up. And when you get to here, pull your shoulder back down at your box and bend. Take the other leg up and pull the shoulder down. Because the legs don't want to pull your arm out, you're going to pull it back into your torso. One more time each side. Pull in, pull in. Now hold that leg, see if you can match the other one to it. Can you bring both legs together and out? Staying nice and centered. And it's okay if you have to take a break or if your legs don't make it, it doesn't matter. So now my legs are about as wide as my hips. I'm going to roll back. Hang on to those legs, they're going to pull me back up. And I roll back. If you don't make it up, it's okay. You just get rolling again. So I'm trying to be one piece with my legs, and that helps a lot. And try not to roll back onto my neck, just onto my shoulder blades. 3 more. Scoop the belly and raise up. 2 more. And 1 more. And sometimes I don't make it up, and it's okay. Legs together and roll back down. Your upper body is down. Your legs are straight in the sky for corkscrew. So from here, you want to think about your legs being kind of like the same parallel as this. And we're going to make our legs, we're going to take it down and around in a circle and up, and then we're going to go the other way. And the legs are really solid. Okay, so that low back is engaged as we're taking those legs down and around and up and stop. I'm going to keep my feet flush like that foam roller. There's no changing of the foot. Now when you get to the top, try to poke a hole in the ceiling and then go the other way. Just a little lift from the low belly. Good. Now, if you want to, you can keep doing those or go down and around. Pull your pelvis up, lift up, roll back down, and go the other way. Last one. And roll, roll, roll. Hands up, reach out, sit up. We're going to do saw next. So cool thing about Pilates is you get every range of motion. Forward, back, side to side, and just top and bottom, everything. So now we're going to take our arms out, drop our shoulder blades down, and rotate, reaching my palms opposite direction. I'm going to turn my back palm up and try to take my ear toward my knee here, sawing off my baby toe. I'm going to rise back up tall and turn my back palm up and reach. Rise up and rotate, scoop and reach and up and turn. 1, 2, 3, up, rotate. So it takes me about a 3 count to get all the way down and reach. And 2 more. And last one. And bring it up. Place your hands down. Let's roll around onto our belly for some work, getting the front line of our body to release. Really important because we sit so much in our culture for the most part. So we're going to start with our legs wide. And what we're going to do for this is do a little bit of swan dive prep. So I'm going to place my head down, put my hands above my head a little bit. My feet are nice and wide to help my back to stay released. I pull my belly in and I draw my shoulders down and I raise up. Okay. So from here, I'm going to turn my head and tilt it down 3 times to pre-stretch my upper traps. Hard to stretch. So then I'm going to take my head forward and come back in. Draw the belly in and float back up again. Turn my head the other way and tilt. Get a nice stretch. Center and back down. Now you can take your legs together closer if you like, or keep them wide if you need to, but scoop the belly, push up, turn your head, tilt it down, around to the other side, up, center, tilt it the other, turn the other way, tilt it down, around, and back to the center, and come back down. Okay, so legs together if they haven't been yet. One more time, shoulder blades melt down, I rise up, I turn my head, tilt it down, around, and center, turn, down, around, center. Now, I'm gonna bend my elbows and let my legs come up. I'm gonna rock. Four more. Three more. Two. And one. Press back. Take a nice breath in so my ribs expand. Scoop my belly in and up and C-curve back toward my hands. Relax the rest of my body while I scoop my low belly in. 3 breaths. Scoop. 2 more, so it's an active rest position. Everything is resting except my low belly, because that's helping me to relax my spine more. Then I'll slide back out. Now I'm on my elbows. My legs are together, unless I have back pain, then they can be wide. I'm gonna try to pull myself, my shoulders down, like I'm pulling myself through, I don't know, a desert for an oasis, trying to get to the oasis in the water. So from here, I'm gonna bend one leg. And when I bend this leg, my hips want to lift. I'm not gonna let them lift. I'm gonna kick once, twice, and reach that leg out nice and long, set it down. The other leg, kick once, twice, and reach. I'm resisting the urge for my pelvis to lift. 1, 2, long leg. Kick, kick, long leg. Now we're gonna flex and point and flex the foot. Flex, point, flex, hip stays down. Flex, point, flex, reach. Now, point, flex, point. Long leg. And reach, one more time. I'm pulling my low belly in and up, always. And one more. Great. Lay your head to the side. Hands up your back, relax your shoulders down. See if you can really let your shoulder blades open up and take a break for a second here. Now from here, pull the belly in and up, lengthen your spine and legs. We're gonna do 3 kicks and a lift. 1, 2, 3, lift your upper body up. Take it the other way. 1, 2, 3. You inhale as you reach out. Now if you don't get the breathing absolute, that's okay, because there are different ways to train these exercises. But if you inhale, here it helps to expand your chest, making your breathing better. 2 more. 3, and reach. And 1 more. And lift and open that chest. Hands here, back to a rest position again. Inhale, rib cage. Exhale, scoop, and sit back. You can have your hands to your sides or overhead, but just fill the ribs with air, the little intercostal muscles. Try to get the breath to expand those. Take advantage of this, because this is the calm before the storm. All right, now we sit up and turn over. Now we're gonna do 3 exercises. First is neck pull. Second is shoulder bridge. And third is spine twist, okay? And these are exercises that look deceptively simple, but like everything in Pilates, the more you do it, the more you find nuances that make it more challenging and make you more elegant in your movement. So in this one, our legs are out in front. And our hands are either at the forehead, at the ears, or behind the head here, depending on your flexibility. So remember when we did our this exercise when we're laying down in our ab series? Our elbows are doing that, they're pushing apart. Okay, now we're gonna sit back, sandwiching the front and the back together until we can no longer sit back. After we can no longer maintain that, we pull in here and lay our back down, one bone at a time. And we come right back up, and we round forward. Rise up, sit back, sandwich, roll down, up and over, up and back, scoop and down, up and over, up and back. Now go slow, roll, 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 and then bend your knees. Now we're going to just do a little pelvic tilt. So just tilt the pelvic up and back. And I want it to tilt so much that it moves your skull, right? Because it's all connected if you let it be connected. So if I move my pelvis back and I move it up, it goes all the way up my spine to my head, and I end up nodding. Okay? So now we're going to pull the pelvis under and start to peel off. We're in a straight line here. The knees and the hips and the shoulders. My arms are at my sides. Now I'm going to scoot my belly. I'm going to try to do some pelvic tilts at the top. Trying to pull my pelvis under, get a little extra mobility here. And then I'm going to scoop the pelvis under and roll down one bone at a time. Lay it back down on the mat. Scoot in and up and pull myself up slowly. Scoop and roll back down. So I am trying to get my spine to articulate. That is, every bone has a place. And there are muscles in between those, and I'm trying to get those to let go where they're tight, usually the thoracic or lumbar spine. Okay, one more time. Now we pause and we walk our feet closer together. We're going to begin to march. The goal here, keeping the pelvis still. Now I'm not way up here and I'm not down here, I'm just right. I'm gonna lift my leg and try to keep my pelvis just right and change. I can even put my fingers here so I know what it's doing. I'm marching without dropping my pelvis, because that's the next exercise. The leg moves, the pelvis doesn't. 2 more. Then roll back down. And now our legs come together for our shoulder touch. So we're going to lift our hips up in one piece. Boom. I'm going to take one leg up. My inner thighs are engaged here. Take one leg up to tabletop and point to the ceiling. Take it down to the knee and point to the ceiling. Take it to the knee or calf, ceiling, knee or ankle, ceiling, and all the way down. The hips stay up, slide it in, roll back down. How'd you do? Your hips stay up? Let's try again. Float the hips up, fold the leg up, point to the ceiling. Knee, calf, ankle, all the way down, slide it in, and roll down, bone, bone, bone. Now, if you did that well, let's try putting our hands under our tailbone. So we'll lift up and support ourselves under this tailbone. You don't have to do it this way, but this is the shoulder bridge part. So I'm on my shoulders, not my neck. My legs are together, they're activated. Take one leg up, point to the sky, knee, calf, ankle, all the way down, slide it in, change. Up. Boom. 2, 3, all the way down. Slide it in, tighten the glutes a little, release your hands and roll down, bone by bone, by bone. Then we're going to roll up again. And we're going to do our spine twist. So now, this is so deceptive. This exercise is actually an intermediate exercise that looks so easy, but it's really hard to do. So the feet are flush. There's none of this going on with the feet. The hips are still. There's none of this going on with the hips. But the upper body is turning, and it's turning with some power. You're going to exhale into the turn. So the arms are up, shoulder blades are down, and we turn. And we exhale deep, and we rotate the other way, and exhale deep. And I'm trying to keep my legs still. They don't want to stay still, but I'm going to tell them to stay still. I was twisting from my low back up like a barbershop pole. Exhaling vigorously. 2 more. And last one. Good. So the arms stay really wide, and it's a good challenge for the body. So next we're going to do our side kick series. So lay on our side. We're going to line up so that our feet are flush with each other. Okay? The reason why you always want to make sure the feet are flush is because we're training ourselves to stand with good posture. So we don't want our spine to be curved downward in like a scoliotic curve. We're trying to lengthen ourselves up. Now you may lift your head up and bring your feet forward, or you can keep your head down. You can take both hands up if you want to challenge yourself, or keep your hand in front of you. Point the top foot and kick forward once, twice, flex it back once, twice. And I'm not going as far as I can go up here, but I'm not going that far. What I'm doing is stopping where my spine can stay long, my pelvis stays still. So kick, kick, reach behind. Kick, kick, reach behind. Now let's try flexing forward, because that's more how we walk, and pointing back. So when we take a step, our heel hits first. So we're just going to try to get a nice long leg. Now take both legs together, turn the top one up, and try to reach it longer than your bottom one. Take it up high. Now I'm not going as high as I can go. I'm going to where my spine can stay long, and then I'm flexing and bringing my inner thighs down together. So I'm taking a long spine and reaching it down. And again, up with a long spine and squeezing the inner thighs, and up and bring it down. I'm going to circle this top leg, and I'm going to try to challenge my torso with the speed of my leg. 1, 2, 3, 4. Try to keep still. Reverse. I'm going to take that top heel, make sure it's matching the bottom one. Take my toe, bring it in, hold on to the back of this leg for a moment and straighten my spine. Extend my leg out, flex the heel out, squeeze the inner thighs to bring it down and together. Slide the leg in, keep that spine long, reach and down. Just one more and then we'll change direction. This is called passe. So now, reach that heel longer on the bottom, on the top leg, bring it up, point it in, and reach. Up, in, reach, one more, up, in, and reach. Now take the leg to the ceiling, bring it in front of you, and take your back leg straight line. Shoulders down, float the leg up. It's gonna stop at a certain point. Make sure your knees pointed toward me and not turned down. Okay, it's level, like you could Velcro the whole leg on the ceiling. And then once you get to the top, hold the belly in and see if the leg will lift up a little higher, and then bring it down. So it's gonna stop. Instead of me trying harder, I lengthen my spine and my leg floats up. It's this little magic kind of activation of my deep pelvic floor muscles that help me to have like a marionette strings that pull my leg up. And then take it up. Now take it back behind you in a half circle and down, and a front half circle. And I'm really trying to make a true circle. Not to the front of my body, but the mid-range behind, mid-range front, mid-range back, mid-range front. Now I go the other way. We go forward, and we pull the belly in to bring it up. I'm using my marionette strings. Two more. And I'm gonna slide that top leg down and fold the leg behind me, pull my belly under, and stretch my quad. So I'm stretching that thigh. Now I'm gonna take the leg forward, my body, keep my spine long and extend my leg to the front, sweep it behind, same height as front, bend it in, and front. So we're making this beautiful bicycle move, and I'm keeping my spine really long. Let's stretch it again. Pull the pelvis under, and if you can't reach it, just pull your pants. And pull the leg behind, extend behind you. Take to the front and in and back and reach. One more. And reach. Both legs are together. Now we're going to take and do a little hot potato. So turn the top toe down, tap twice, and then heel. Heel, heel, toe, toe. Heel, heel, toe, toe. Now if it's okay with your body, you take it up, toe down, heel down, toe down, and heel, and bring it together and go into a nice straight line. Lengthen your spine out, make a nice space under your waist. Heels are flush. Don't let the top leg be shorter than the bottom. Reach it. Take the top leg up and match the bottom with it and bring them both down together. It's like a pumping action. When I pull both legs up and I keep them flush, it pulls my side longer. So I make more space under my side. Remember, I want to have a long spine, not a flat spine. And again. And both legs that go up together, and when I pull them down, it helps to get my side long. Up and long and down. Two more. And one more. Now turn to your belly for the transition, beats in the belly. So your head's going to be resting on your hands. We're going to scoop our belly and lengthen our legs. See if your thighs can float up off the mat. And then pulse the legs together. They're called beats. Engage in the lower belly and pulse and hold. Lower your legs. Pull in and up, float the legs up and pulse. Feel your glutes and down. Now this last one will crisscross with the legs. Pull in and up and crisscross. Keep those thighs high. 2, 1. Lower it down. Now we're going to roll to our side. We're going to push up. We take our legs up and over to the other side. And we're going to lay down on the other side. Nice long spine. Space under the waist. Okay? So I can lift my head. Take my legs forward on my mat, but try to keep my feet flush. Okay, now I'm going to take that top leg and point it forward once, twice, and flex behind. 1, 2, and you can always have your hand up if you want to challenge yourself. So you don't want your body moving forward and back. It's none of this stuff, right? It's keeping a long spine. Now we're going to flex forward and point behind. So I don't really care what your foot's doing so much as I want you to feel like your leg is as long as you can get it. Long spine, long leg. Good, both legs together now. Reach the top one as long as the bottom. It's going to try to shorten and you reach it out. Take the leg and bring it up. Remember, I'm not going as far as I can. I'm going as far as I can control the long spine. Flex it down. Reach and lift and reach. And I have to tell myself to stay lifted because otherwise I will collapse. Do this, which feels good, but it's not going to yield any better mobility in my body. One more. Let's circle. We're challenging with the speed now of our leg going in a little circle. Kind of like I said, like lighting a match. Shape of a dinner plate, small dinner plate. Reverse, or maybe a salad plate. Okay. The leg is spiraling further and further out from my center. Now both legs together. Take the top one, slide it in. Lengthen your spine. Extend to the ceiling and bring it down. Both inner thighs activated. In and up. Squeeze those inner thighs. If you're standing up and doing a ballet bar move, try to picture that. Now take it the other way. The leg is long. Bring it up. Fold it in and take it down. Another reason we don't collapse our spine, because we're trying to practice upright posture laying down. Great. Now pull that, we're doing the inner thigh first. Take it up, fold it over, get in a straight line. Float the leg up, pull the belly in to go higher, and bring it down. The leg is flat toward the ceiling. It's like there's a teacup on it. You don't want the tea to spill. No forward, no back, straight up. Then we remain with it up. We go back behind our center to the front and over and around. So really think about lifting behind you. Not so easy. Let's reverse. Go behind you, up and around. And lift, scoop in the belly. And again. Last time. Bring it down. Take both legs together. Let's fold the top one. Hold the pelvis underneath you to stretch your quad. Take the leg forward. Keep the spine long as you extend the leg out in front. Bring it behind you. Pull the belly in and bend. We're taking big circle shape, big bicycle. Now hold on to the leg again, pull the pelvis under. Now they go my favorite direction. You take it back behind you. My knee stays here as I extend my leg to the back. Bring it in and reach. Oops, I kicked my foot. And again. And then bring it in. Take it into a straight line. Make sure there's space under your waist. Shoulders stacked, hips stacked, ankles stacked. Top leg, bottom, feet stay flush, you bring it down. Top and bottom and down. Lift. I'm making myself stretch two ways. And again. Now both legs up and down together. Scoop the belly. Sandwich yourself together and lengthen that spine. Including your cervical spine as part of your spine. One more. And then bring it down. Nice. Good. So now we're going to turn around. We're going to do a little teaser. Okay. You take one leg and extend it out so they're matching each other. Palms come up. It's a roll up with my leg in this position. So roll up. Change legs, roll down. Do that again. Scoop, and roll up, change legs. Roll down. One more, scoop, roll up. Now both legs up, lower your upper body. Lift your upper body. Lower down. Lift. Now we're going to take the legs and move those down and up. Try to keep our upper body nice and still. One more. Everything comes down together. Everything comes up together. Arms up if you want. Roll down. Roll up. And down. Just one more and then we'll do our can-can. Arms come around, toes to the ground. Arms are nice and lifted up. We're going to take our legs and reach the side, the side, the side, lift and in. Tip, 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 out, in. Legs are together. I'm trying to keep my knees flush. I don't want my knees to slide. Good, that looks good, that looks pretty. I like this move. 1, 2, 3, out and in. Now we're going to turn over to our sit on our side. We're going to do a little bit of our mermaid. So you can have your feet wide or narrow. I'll let you choose. But I want you to try to get your spine straight. Take the arm up, use your leg to help you straighten your spine. Take it over, 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 reach, lengthen up. Over, 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 reach, and over. Now this time, thread with your thoracic spine through. Take it back out, up, and over. Take it the other side. Let's thread it through. Up and over. Let's take the back leg to the front. Now we're going to do a little bit of side stretch. So I'm going to take my hand here. You can be on your forearm if you have a shoulder issue or something. But I'm going to go to my knee, lift my side, put my leg out, and try to push up into a nice arc. And this should feel really good. Take it back down. Okay, we're going to do that again. Lift and lengthen. Now let's reach through, thread the needle, come back out, reach up higher, and bring it down. Then you can do that again, or you can take both legs and go up with both legs straight. Okay? Up and over. Thread the needle. Come back up and over. Lift. and lower back down. Great, good job. Then you're gonna take your legs around in a teaser stretch. Up, over to the other side. And we'll wrap under here. Take that arm up, take it over. Back to the other side, up. We'll add the thoracic rotation. And again. Now we'll take the back leg forward. We'll do a little side stretch. Okay, so here we go. Up, reach up, push up. Give yourself that wonderful stretch. Bring it down. We'll add the thoracic. Up, over, reach under. Pull back out, up a little higher, and bring it down. If you want now, both legs now go out. You straighten up and you push up. Side bend, thread, side bend, lift. Bring it back down. And that was great. Okay, so next we're going to do just a little bit of our boomerang, because I just like boomerang. And it puts all these exercises together. So we'll have our legs crossed. We're going to do a roll over. Then we'll uncross our legs. We'll roll up, reach behind us, lift our chest, and round over with our legs in teaser. If your legs hit the ground, don't worry about it. Okay, so we're going to roll back, pull the belly in, legs come up and over. They change. Then you roll up. Try to keep your legs there if you can. Pull the arms behind you. Bring the arms down, legs down, and reach around. And try to pull those legs up with you when you go back. And change. And roll up. And pause and lift. And down and over. One more each side. Scoop and lift those legs over. Change and roll up. Pause. Take behind. Lift open the chest. Take it down and around. Last one. Try to pull this with you as you go back. Change legs. Roll back up. Pause if you can. Lift. Down and around. And release. Now we'll take our legs in for seal. You always know you're almost done with the mat work when you get to seal, because it seals the deal. It's like the last thing for some reason you put in there, I guess because it's kind of fun. Makes your spine nice and soft. So we're going to take our hands and reach underneath our ankles and draw our feet up. Then we're going to tap our feet together 3 times. We'll roll back, tap 3 times. Roll up, tap 3 times. Scoop and roll. I'm using my center of gravity. Pull myself back up. One more. Then cross your knees over, hands and knees. Let's do one Pilates push-up. So we'll take our hands and we'll just put them slightly in front of our shoulders. Then we'll pull our pelvis forward between our arms and lengthen our spine. Now we're going to lower ourselves to the ground, push the ground away once. We'll do it 2 more times. Elbows are flush to my sides. They're really close in. One more. And out. Tuck your toes under. Let's scoop our belly. And we'll lift up nice and tall with a nice round spine. And we're going to walk our hands in. And then hang down and relax for a second. Let your arms kind of rock side to side. You can bend your knees if you want to. That's okay. Make sure your neck is relaxed and the crown of your head is between your arms. Relax your arms now. Let your arms kind of circle. And then circle the other way. Pull the belly in and roll up. Now as you come up, I want your pelvis to come under first. Tailbone in, then the low back, then the upper back. Let me come down here so you can still see. And then finally, the upper body here. And a final stretch, we're going to do a spinal, thoracic spine opener. Okay, I really like to end with this one. So we've got control from our center here. Our arms are down, shoulders are back, we reach down. My pelvis is underneath me, I don't let it move. I lift my upper back up, pull the pelvis under and lift my upper back. Pull in, and I'm just gradually increasing the distance in my vertebra. One more. Pull the belly in and rise back up. Roll your shoulders back and down. Open your arms up, inhale. And melt back down. Good job. It was so good to see you. So how'd that go? Did you feel good with that? I hope so. I hope you got a really good stretch and strength. And I hope that'll last you all day, all week really. So you work really hard in the moment, and that way we really, really get a chance to train our body to work and move and feel better throughout the rest of the week until we meet again. And all the wonderful work you just put in will pay off next time, because it doesn't disappear when you stop practicing, because it's nervous system recruitment. So we come back even after COVID and other things, come back and it's still instilled in you, which is really fun. So thank you guys so much.